What's good, boys and girls? I'm gonna check my audio. Is my audio good? My audio test. Audio. I hear my breathing. Yeah, audio seems good, but dang, I need like a breath monitor or something. All right, here's NQ continuous contract. The reason why I have the continuous contract here instead of just the monthly contract is because these volume imbalances here. If we go to dang, bro, I can't breathe. If we go here, obviously there's no arrays you can really look at, so that's why I'm using the continuous contract. What's good, Kelly? How you doing, brother? How's everyone doing this morning? Today is a Monday, and it feels good to be back live again. I'm gonna be live every day, every single day. That's my plan for the rest of the year. Be live every single day. I mean, maybe I might have some days where, I take off, holiday, something like that. Live right now. Okay, so yeah, where was I? Where'd my drawings go? Okay, I have my drawings off. So we have this volume imbalance, and then we also have this lower volume imbalance here. If you look over to the left as well, you have the buy side imbalance here, you have a buy side imbalance here, and you have this old sell side imbalance there as well. There's not really too much I'm looking for. I mean, it's a Monday. We have no red folder news. Obviously, we've just been bearish here, so this is a possible low we can target today. Minor sell side right there. Google, hey Google, stop. Hey Google, turn off all my alarms.
All right, they're all canceled.
I need to stop doing that. Okay. So here we have, if we look at the hourly chart, we have sell side here, and then we have old daily low. I kind of do want to see us trade into here, so I'm gonna remain kind of bearish here. But as we see, we have new week opening gap above that could be a draw on liquidity, like I said in the daily bias channel. My daily bias is already kind of flipped. I'm probably gonna look for this low to be traded to. So yeah, it's been a long time. Yeah, it has been. That's crazy that like I still remember. Like I said, I remember everyone that's typed in my chat before. It feels great to be back. I mean, it hasn't really been that long. I guess it's been like 3 or 4 months. All right, now if we look at this chart, we have midnight opening range here. And yeah, pre-market, I was tape reading. Right now we're within a 15-minute fair value gap. I'd want to see the send price higher if we want to trade higher, but if we don't send this higher, then we want to trade lower. We have about 9 minutes till opening bell. So this fair value gap should send price higher. But if we look at this, like we've taken these little minor highs here, and we are still definitely bearish on a higher time frame. I want to get that daily liquidity level transposed on this chart. What level is it? 72. So that's where liquidity rests. 072. Daily sell side. Okay. So be aware of that level here. And then I'm gonna remove this fair value gap, but I like it because it's a big fair value gap and we spent time in it. Notice here how we accumulated with it. We spent a lot of time. Then we trade up, almost take this high, fail to trade here as well. We break down and then we use it right here, right as inversion. That's very high. And we end up trading lower. We come back down, use this fair value gap, and then we send up higher. And we take these relative equal highs, but I really want to see these relative equal highs get taken, but it didn't. And we have this sell side imbalance. If you look on the 15-minute chart, this is why I kind of like price trading higher today, at least at some point, maybe PM session. But for now, AM session, likely going to trade into here, is because we have this sell side imbalance here, and then we have relative equal highs, like 3 stacked highs here. Like, obviously this high makes the inefficiency, and then we have just perfect relative equal highs here, and you also have new week opening gap that has not been delivered into at all. And we see already we're not really respecting this inefficiency like you'd really like it to if you're bullish. We still can respect it, but it's just unlikely in my opinion. So that's what I'm going to be looking at. And then we have this low. If you look at this chart, I know it says so many lines on it, but these are all like daily old daily highs and lows. As you see here, we have like 4 daily highs stacked here, 4 daily lows stacked here. So this might be a draw on liquidity. Going to I think I'm logged into the demo on this. Not demo, my live account over here. I'll be trading 1 micro on NQ if I'm given a setup, and then 1 or 2 micros on ES. Kind of want to stay patient this morning. It's Monday. Don't want to go out here and try to chase something. But obviously the setups that we're looking for, or at least I'm looking for, you can always frame your setups before they happen, is I want to see a first presentation. If that's a bearish first presentation, we're likely going to trade here, and then that daily sell side. If we do take these levels, I'll be looking to possibly trade back up here. As you see, we're already kind of spooling lower. We're already completely disrespecting this fair value gap, so I'm really looking towards this low here. I mean, you have midnight opening range here, but I want to see this low. I do want to also get the midnight opening range. I just want to do all these black, and 1.5 and then 2. Yeah, that's what you want. These are levels I want on my chart. -1 standard deviation, or -0.5 and -1 standard deviation of midnight opening range are going to be sensitive. And then you have that projected on both sides. Last time I seen you was in August. Yeah, been a while. Where have you been? Just not live streaming. I've honestly been instead of live streaming, I've just been watching lectures and taking notes, stuff like that, back testing a little bit while markets are going on, which kind of created this little toxic mindset where you want to know previous data, you want to see it work in the past, but that past data really doesn't do you any benefit while watching live data, because it's all about what's in the chart right now. If you're so fixated on, oh, it happened here, or I want to know all that things that has happened in the past, or when it's worked in the past, or how it works, it does you no good, because every day is unique, and that's kind of the uniqueness of trading. Every day is like a puzzle, then once that puzzle's over, once the puzzle's been finished, it's always just so beautiful. We have sound. Yes, sir. Is the sound nice? Is it good? Because I filmed like a 30-minute video yesterday, like my weekly recap or something, the weekly review. And I realized that the sound was terrible. It was like being projected weird. Alright, so we're already displacing out of that 15-minute fair value gap, so looking for a sell side and then daily sell side here. That's my 2 draws on liquidity. Market's about to open up in 2 minutes. Let's see if we spool lower. I want to look at ES here. ES took buy side here. ES hasn't traded into its midnight opening range. So what are we already doing? We're already creating relative equal highs here. Excuse me. We have relative equal highs. We're in a discount on the day. And from weekly open, which is that new week opening gap. So sell side definitely in the cards here. And then let's see if we want to reverse from sell side, or if we just want to keep on staying heavy. Like yesterday, or not yesterday, but Friday was very heavy day, so we can expect to see a smaller range day today, which means that we're gonna trade against sell side, then probably reverse to buy side, then sell side, buy side. So not really in a trending environment, but staying patient. Looking at Forex right now, Forex is not like remotely good right now. No clear direction. GU and Euro dollar are just completely mixed. USD JPY did have a nice little buy day during London. And I want to see if we want to get to that new week opening gap on USD JPY. All right, market is open. We've completely traded through that new week through that fair value gap, not new week opening gap. Notice how we hit this old daily low and then midnight opening range deviation there. We have a sell side imbalance here on the 5-minute. Let's see if we want to use that as institutional overflow entry drill. That's also half of the midnight opening range. Staying patient here. We're in the middle. We have a dealing range from this high to this low, and we're at equilibrium. So in terms of like pursuing to be in a trade right now, obviously not looking to buy or sell or be in the market right now. Just gonna let it play out. You know, there's gonna be setups the rest of the week. Don't want to get caught up on anything small here. Just realized it sounds better. Nice. I was messing with some settings. Hopefully it is better. I think my mic is pretty good. I got a pretty good mic. GPB USD. Yeah, that's what I was talking about. What's good, bro? How you doing? I noticed that market open manipulation up into we almost traded into this 5-minute fair value gap, but kind of failed to do so. Failed to immediate rebalance either. No 30-second fair value gap, or we have a small 15-second fair value gap there. Kind of used here. See, we stay heavy. Possible first presented fair value gap already, and it would be a larger one. I kind of like larger first presentations. We have a volume imbalance here. I'll see if we want that sell side. This yellow portion was that daily volume balance. Look at us deliver to the low end of that, trade higher, then come back, trade lower. It's also the last day of, no. I was going to say it's the last day of the quarter, but April ends the quarter. Yeah. Wait. No, I think it is the last day of the quarter. Because that would be 3 months and a quarter. All right, our target's already hit. Just a straight shot lower. Very, very heavy price delivery. We could possibly trade this volume balance today. Later in the week, I believe today's CPI, PPI week. No, it's FOMC week. Then it's CPI, PPI. No, not FOMC, NFP. We have NFP. Is there a weekly BSC here? Yeah, there is, but I think this month has just been a fat candle lower. So we have this buy side imbalance here, constant encroachment, and then we have this volume imbalance, which are all targets for today, possibly. I don't want to go in here and chase anything. This does look like we do want to remain heavy here. 930 just opens, trades lower. Unless we get back above first presentation, I wouldn't expect any of these upside draws. But stay impatient. Want to zoom in here. Pretty much just a straight inefficiency on the 30-second. Straight inefficiency, no up close candles. This kind of does feel like a Judas swing here, so I want to see if we want to use first presentation as foothold here, higher. We have a 15-second for value gap there. I don't want to be using the 15-second chart though. Let's look at ES here. ES just took sell side liquidity here, and ES is in today's first presented fair value gap. So I think ES is going to tell us what we want to do before NQ does. Also an old daily low. I would like to see this send price lower if we want to go lower. This should send price lower. We're back in first presentation. We're an old daily low. I also have this inversion for value gap here. in my opinion, there wouldn't be any need to trade higher here. We also have a 5-minute immediate rebalance in that inversion gap as well on the 5-minute. And haven't really been looking at ES1. I haven't really been looking at ES for downside targets, which I guess I should be. ES has this volume imbalance. It's the same one as NQ, just haven't traded to it as well. And then obviously we took minor sell side, retrace higher to that weekly imbalance to then trade lower. On the weekly chart, it doesn't really look that clear, but I guess we just have this weekly imbalance that does look nice. So weekly buy side imbalance. See if we take this low. Yeah, it's trading lower nicely. See if we want to get to constant course out of this volume imbalance. That would kind of be where max where I would want to see price trade to today. I mean, if we just look at the daily chart though, this is just straight shot lower. Sell side liquidity here. Notice how we used midnight opening range. We wick into it and then displace lower. How many points is? Dang, 150. Market's been so volatile past like 2 or 3 months. Notice how that old daily lows got hit. That little cluster. Volume balance on ES got hit here. It's a fair value gap. I don't want to delineate it as a SIBI because we could use it as inversion, but I only really want to look for higher prices if we get like strong displacement higher, which I mean, it's got to just submit to what is price doing, just trading lower. So looking for possibly this to be traded into. Nothing that I need to trade though. First presentation did offer a setup. First presented for value gap trading up into, taking off at this low, around 11 handles on ES. Now I got this dot on the screen. It hit midpoint of that. Well, yeah, actually. Now it hit midpoint of that perfectly. Damn, my PC is loud. And then we have a 15-second. We had a 15-second and a 30-second for value gap here. I took an unnecessary loss again today. Can you check the screenshot I sent on Discord? Yeah. Was it your trade? Australian dollar on the 3-minute chart. Just keep on. This is looking pretty heavy. Here, want to see constant record to that get hit. Australian dollar. Let me pull that up. Y'all stopped out here? Yeah, that looks right. I mean, I don't want to grade anyone's trade. I'm not here to do that. The only thing I would say is yeah. That's a good trade. You have the right bias. You have the right idea. It's just execution. I struggle with that a lot too. I mean, it's always easy to say in hindsight, but negative 1.5. We hit that standard deviation on midnight opening range. Perfect. Also, you're trading to this 1 hour fair value gap over here. And then this 15-minute inversion here, which is the last up close candle. My execution needs improvement. I think everyone's execution could use improvement. I want to pull up stream. Is my PC like crazy loud? I want to pull up stream. Is my PC like crazy loud? I want to pull up stream. Is my it's just gonna be like crazy loud. I don't know what I was trying to say. It was just gonna be like a loop. I'm watching these two up close candles here. We're just trading into them. And then you also have this fair value gap here, so this should be another area of redistribution if you do want to trade lower. We have a nice 30-second fair value gap. Look for this low, and then you look on our NQ chart. I would look for this daily low here. But it already looks like we're kind of disrespecting that. Nine to 8. All right, notice how we're not really displacing lower from that as much as I would like it to. We haven't really created a buy side imbalance though from that either. I mean, I guess we have this fair value gap, but I want to see if we want to displace above this and then use this as a breaker. You trade back up into first presented fair value gap so far. We have this 1 minute for value gap here. I honestly don't like that to go long off it though. We're at the old daily sell side level. Now I would like to see expansion from this. Back up into first presented for value gap. ES is already back above its first presented fair value gap. This part of my trading where like I'll see a setup but then I hesitate. I'm looking at constant encroachment of this wick here. Oh shoot, I'm on the wrong account. I'm on the paper trading account. You have the inversion fair value gap, and then you also have the breaker. ES just delivered into the low of its first presented fair value gap, so let's see speed. Fill up my water. Now we should accelerate above these highs. I'm just looking for the high of the first presented fair value gap. Honestly, the low probably should have been my exit, but I'm assuming that we'll use this again as discount, so I'm looking for this high. I don't want to see this be used as premium at all. ES is really close to that liquidity. See, I don't like this as much. Tease out liquidity at yesterday's previous day low. We have a sell side imbalance with the buy side imbalance. That's a balanced price range. And then we have this 1 minute fair value gap. I guess that I could have looked for a constant encroachment instead of the high as a good exit. Now I want to see expansion. Yeah, we're not getting that. Alright, ES finally delivers into its midnight opening range. I do want to see if we want to work our way up to new week opening gap. That's the next stop for me. And then I did post this in the Discord earlier. But I want to see if we want to trade up into this. So this is a 30-minute sell side imbalance, but it's just two 15-minute sell side imbalances here. So I want to see us trade into that. We're at yesterday's previous day low. Expecting to see just more expansion. We're in that old daily volume imbalance as well. I got my piece of the pie, and that's all I'm really looking for. The entry was here. I already knew it was there, and then I entered here on this constant approach to this wick. I guess I could have looked to enter in on this inversion for value gap. We didn't hit constant approach to that. It's a nice trade there. Yeah, really just use this gap over here. Alright, we're back at first presentation constant encroachment. And then we have an old fair value gap. This was like a pre-market fair value gap here. 725. We have midnight opening range, which is going to be a significant array to trade through. If you look on ES as well, ES just traded into its midnight opening range into these relative equal highs here. We do have smooth London highs here as well. So that could be the next, that's the next stop. Unless if we, dang, I can't speak. Unless we want to just reverse here. But if we reversed here, that would be kind of like seek and destroy. A little bit. See if we distort some time. Took the same trade. Nice, bro. Nice. I do want to look at in terms of this volume imbalance. We're still leaving this as a potential draw on liquidity. We trade lower, just to trade Judas swing, no retracement or anything, no order block here. And then we aren't using this to trade lower. We're using this as a discount array here. This fair value gap was probably the best entry. Then trade higher. This fair value gap's another place to add. Possibly another place to add. See if we just want to climb up, back up into buy side. I'm not going to take another trade this AM session. Maybe if there's like something in lunch or PM session. Imagine it was all my paper trading account. That'd be crazy. We're about up 137. Notice as well the midnight opening range projection. We hit that first projection. Old daily low, imbalance, fair value gap, first presented, fair value gap high. That was a good exit. Constant encroachment was another nice exit. And then we just trade lower into a discount array, and then we trade up higher into here. Then we're trading lower into a discount array. Then we're likely going to trade higher here. My ultimate draw on liquidity is this imbalance though with London high. I feel like I could have held for that, but I personally just like to scalp, get my piece, and then go out, be done with the day. I want to see expansion here. Coming down into this down closed candle here. This 15-minute candle just opened up. So we do have previous candle low, which is this high here. So we could want to even trade down into here. This would mean that we wouldn't create a 15-minute fair value gap. Right there. My lowest threshold would probably be here. I wouldn't want to see price trade any lower than this. Like, this doesn't look as bullish anymore. Yeah, I don't really like that. Kind of consolidating, using first presented fair value gap high, then displacing lower. Let's see if we want to use this imbalance here. Just straight displacement here. We do have sell side resting below here. Remember that. And we're in a primarily bear market. ES straight into midnight opening range. For me, ES would have to trade below first presented fair value gap for me to be bearish again. So this is probably just a deep retracement. ES at first presentation. See if we want to use this as inversion here. YM. Not gonna lie, I accidentally clicked on that. YM's already expanded. Taking this. Trade above new week opening gap. YM's the most bullish today. NQ is the laggard. You targeted 19 to 30. Yeah, like we still have plenty of buy side. We still have these highs and then London high, but after trading into here, like this doesn't look that bullish for me. That was a pretty good exit. That was a pretty good exit at first presentation high. It also was it's a 15-minute CB high as well. The high of a 15-minute CB. We do have this 5-minute imbalance here. So that would kind of be the lowest I would want to see price trade to and still be bullish. Is this 5-minute fair value gap, which is still possible. Like we still can trade into it and then trade higher, but for me, I don't know. Just since we've been so bearish, it's something that I'm not. I'm lucky I got out. Yeah, I don't have to be in a position or try to worry about being in a position. ES is really gonna tell me what we want to do. We have this fair value gap. I want to see if we want to use this other version here. We had a sell-sided balance here that we failed to even trade above. Change state delivery here. These consecutive up close candles. We didn't trade into the body of that, but it looks like we traded in the wick of that, the low. And then we also have that pre-market fair value gap here. GU trading lower here. Same with EU. EU's trading into my draw on liquidity. I want to see this. I was looking at this morning, but I mean I didn't say anything about it. No, it's GU. It's hourly. Yeah, my hourly BISI here. Trading this SIBI. Took this low, trade all the way back up to the SIBI. Now we're trading lower. EU. Wait, was I on this chart? I don't know. Yeah, I knew it. I'm looking for this. All this back and forth, all this back and forth, all this back and forth. We're likely going to be hunting these lows and then possibly these lows now, in my opinion. I want to see us trade lower into this SIBI. No daily imbalance here. Higher at all. At all. And then we trade back up to this inefficiency. Fail to trade up into this inefficiency, so this should remain heavy in my opinion. 850, we trade higher. Take buy side. Market structure shift. Imbalance. 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 Just heavy. GU is heavier. I'll look at, yeah. JPY, just looking to trade higher. We traded into new week opening gap. That's kind of what I was talking about. I didn't. Obviously trade off of it, but very nice. Boring day for me. I was gonna short GU, but the pullback wasn't enough, so I missed it. New York. Judah swing. Lower. Right here. Entry. Entry. Consolidation. Lower. Very nice. I thought I had the NQ chart up for a second, but it was just British pound. I was like, dang, NQ just fell off here. Which is what I kind of want to see NQ do. Back within this breaker. Also the 5-minute fair value gap. So if we want to go higher, we should see responsiveness here. I would want to see a market structure shift, something like that. But if not, we'll probably just like remain heavy and then melt going into lunch. Or we might just leave both of these areas of liquidity intact and then lunch and PM session. For me personally, I wouldn't really want to short. Just because I like all this buy side here. But we could also be leaving this for like tomorrow. Like if we left all this for tomorrow, that would make tomorrow just such a nice day. Such a nice day. Dang, bro, my stomach's hurting so much lately. I gotta change up my diet or something. Get on the straight chicken and rice diet. Yes, indeed. All right, I'm just gonna let my charts run for a little bit. I'm not gonna talk, but I'm just gonna be watching price, and then I'll say something if it comes up. Like my streams, I don't like when I stream. I just don't want it to be to where, like, I'm not here to entertain people. I'm just here to trade. And I'm here to give my analysis, my thoughts. And the reality of trading is there's not gonna be something every minute of the chart. There's gonna be things that, okay, I have to see this, then this, then this, then this, then this, then this. Like it. That's how it used to be. Like when I used to live stream, I used to be like, okay, I need to come on here and I need to be talking the whole time. I need to be saying stuff the whole time. But in reality, that's not how you trade. Not how you trade. And like, obviously, people on YouTube, they're probably looking for people to entertain them. But I know if you're all in my chat, you know you're not here to be entertained. You're here because you're a real one, and I appreciate it. All right, so I'm just gonna mute. we just got this after trading into that 5-minute fair value gap and holding that 1-minute breaker still. Last up close candle. I don't know why I didn't have it on the wick. I'm just gonna use both of these candles. I just don't really like this wick on this candle. Like, that just seems kind of manipulative. So I'm just gonna stay still. I'm just gonna journal my trade. Alright, I'm gone for like 2 minutes, and price is just expanded here. That's what you want to see. Like, ES used an old daily low. Oh, ES used the first presentation perfectly. I wouldn't want to see NQ trade below today's first presented fair value gap. Oh, nice. If that inefficiency, straight higher. Notice what we did, though. We just traded the first presented fair value gap high, and now we're back. We hit that constant encroachment right there. Now let's see if after hitting that we want to expand higher and then trade into our buy side targets. Also was that inversion for value gap as well. So many things just blending together. 5 minute fair value gap, we have that breaker, we have that 1 minute inversion fair value gap. You have this down close candle, says order block, you have this breaker, you have this wick here. Beautiful. Alright, now let's see if we want to trade into this 1 minute fair value gap. That would kind of be the lowest I would want to see it. And then I want to see this trade as a breakaway. Well, this whole thing is a 1 minute fair value gap, but it's a 30-second if you want to refine it. And then this, I wouldn't expect that to be traded into. Nothing that I want to trade though, that I want to buy. Something like this though, this does not look like, just from what I've seen, from my experience, is something like this honestly doesn't seem like it's what I would want to execute off of. Like this seems like we could honestly be trading to this low, but you have like a little manipulation up to a PD array. We're holding bodies intact. ES is already traded up into its buy side targets. We hit that old daily low again and midnight opening range again. So I want to see, because we very well could just be trading back to sell side here. Like ES is traded. Oh, I do like look at the bodies here. This is an old 15-minute fair value gap. That if you extend a 15-minute fair value gap, you'll find this. And look, we hit constant encroach of that perfectly. And now we're like, this is kind of an aggressive retracement. And we've already traded into that 1 minute fair value gap that I didn't want to see price trade into. We just hit the low of that, so we'd have to like immediately expand. Those are the rules. If we traded the lower end of a fair value gap, it has to immediately expand from that. And we could get that here. I mean, we just traded into this 30-second, so I'm gonna take out my execution. See if we use this as discount here. Otherwise, we have a buy side imbalance with the sell side imbalance. That becomes a balanced price range. Yeah, I don't really love that, but letting price do its thing. We're just in the middle of a doing range here, doing range high to low. Stuff like this is kind of expected. Let's see if we want to trade below this candle. It could potentially act as a bearish order block. Okay, we're trading higher. Buy side. Probably in the cards. Midnight opening range high. I don't really like that as much, that wicking off that. If we break through this low with speed, we're probably going to break through this. But as of now, what do we have? We have buy side and we have sell side. Buy side above, sell side below. Neither has really been engaged, but on ES it has. Yeah, on ES, buy side has been engaged, and then we have sell side, but the sell side doesn't look as distinct on ES. But look at that ES at midnight open range. Beautiful. Now we're trading below that down close candle. Trading below these two on ES with a fair value gap. Kind of want to execute on the 30-second fair value gap high, and also this down close candle. This little balance price range there. For this trade, I care more about my stop loss than my target, because I want to see how we react once we break this low. And if we do that, we could really reach towards this, and we still have lower discount targets below this low. Alright, so if we break below this low, I wouldn't want to see this get traded into. Alright, we just hit constant approach to that civvy. I think price should stay heavy here. I don't really like that on the 5-second. Okay. Staying aggressive with my stop loss. If I get stopped out, I get stopped. Yeah, we're kind of just accumulating in here. This could be a place to buy, honestly. We just traded into the lower for value gap. I don't like how we're kind of respecting first presentation constant encroachment. I don't want to see these highs get ripped. Alright, price just doesn't want to trade higher right now or trade lower. Kind of stuck at first presented per buy gap. Yes, hit an old daily low there. Trade into a sell side imbalance here. What have we done? We just left buy side though. I'm just gonna re-enter. This is my last entry. Displacement higher again. Balance price range now. Hitting low of first presented fair value gap once again. All right. Just gonna watch price. All right, 1 minute fair value gap. We traded out of that first presented fair value gap. I want to see if can get tagged here, and then this should be the expansion. Just traded down to this low of this fair value gap. Very, very sneaky delivery here. He doesn't want me to be profitable off this price run. I'm just gonna step away, and I'm just gonna come back in a few minutes. And either my stop's gonna get hit, or I'm gonna get not filled, but maybe closer. But yeah, I'll be back. I was probably gone for like 1 minute. Yeah, look how we respected that wick at 8:30. See, I don't like that big Dalcos candle, but we'd have to immediately get back above that. I wouldn't want to see any trade lower. Well, obviously, I have my stop there. Below first presented for value gap, but hopefully this was just a manipulation move to get people thinking that we're going to go lower to get trailed stops. So I'd want to see like quick expansion here. All right, if it just rips from here, like, bro. If it just rips from here, I don't know what to say. I just don't know what to say if it just rips from here. We did trade up into the sell side imbalance, and now it looks like we're rejecting that. But All right, I'm gonna end stream. I overtraded today. Started off with a win. Should have just ended there. Moved to paper. Journal. On to the next.